Welcome to the Carr and Seguin Show, hosted by Devon Carr and Paul Seguin, where two Michiganders dive into real estate, outdoors, community building, and everything in between. What up, dude?
What's going on?
Yeah, buddy.
Yep.
Another day in the studio.
Yep. Nice day outside, too, today.
Praise the Lord. Oh, look, we have new sound bars up there.
Oh, shoot.
I just looked up.
I didn't even notice.
Making us sound even better.
Right.
It's not hard to do for you, though.
Yeah,
you
well,
got that
you know.
radio voice setting the standard really high. So what's going on, man?
Not much, man. Just enjoying life.
I know.
Just
we're in. It's the first fall of day. Or first day.
fall a day.
A drink to that,
Right.
The first day of fall. No, it's not. Unofficially. Jess today told me she came out when I was working. She's like, it's first day of fall. I'm like, wait, no, it's not. Yes, it is. It's September. And it is less than 70 degrees
Right.
in the morning.
That's wonderful.
Dude, I opened up all of our windows at 6 o'clock this morning. I'm like, yes.
Right.
Like, air off, windows open. Like, let's
nice
go.
Nice breeze.
Yeah.
I mean,
just a nice crisp in the air.
I know.
It is heavenly. I mean, this is the best season of the year.
Especially after coming off last weekend. It was so
horrible.
hot.
It was ridiculous.
You couldn't even
I'm just
do
ready
anything.
for the mosquitoes to be gone.
Oh, they're terrible. Terrible.
It's ridiculous. I was at a listing appointment in Howell. I think I've told you this, but we were standing outside. It's on like a couple acres, and so he's got a couple old barns that we were just looking at.
Uh-huh.
It was his party spot before he said he got engaged. He's like, that was the single days. And we were out there standing, but literally it was funny because I'm like, if someone sees us from a distance, they're probably like, what are they doing? Because all we were doing is like this.
Just swatting.
Just swatting.
Because
it was like, I'm like, dude, you have a swarm over. He's like, so do you, man. You have like 30 around your head. And you're just like constant, like, let's just go inside. This is stupid. Like, what are we doing? Like, screw these barns. Let's just go inside.
Right. And it's been like that for weeks.
It's been horrible. Man. This whole summer has been horrible.
Yeah.
It really has. The humidity has never left. And I don't know. I mean, that's stuff down south. Like, I don't need that, right?
Right.
No. It's been 90. I mean, it was, 3 weeks straight in the 90s?
Right.
100% humidity? I mean, that's dumb. Yeah. If I want that kind of weather, I would go live in Texas.
Right.
But I live here for a reason.
Right.
Kind of. But, I mean, there are some days through the winter where you're like, why the heck do we live here? You know? I mean, it's fun at the beginning. It's like, ooh, snow. All the kids love it. We go out, you sled, ice fishing, whatever you do.
March, you're like, okay, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
And then that's when it's funny because you can go through December, January, February, like, oh, it's been a mild winter.
Right.
And then all of a sudden March shows up and boom, just dumps like 60 inches of snow over the next 30 days. And you're like, spring is nowhere in sight.
Yeah. Then you're saying, God, I'm so ready for this to be over.
I know.
This is terrible.
Yeah. Good old Michigan.
But I mean, it's last weekend. I mean, it wasn't horrible. I mean, it was hot summer. It seemed like, but last weekend was the icing on the cake.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready for this to be.
It's like that storm rolled in on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then it was just gone.
Right.
Like the forecast completely changed. I think I broke my pen.
I see that.
We'll just let it be. I was trying to fix it. But yeah, like I even remember like looking at the forecast because I was like focusing on cutting my grass. I still haven't cut it. It's ridiculous. It's stupid.
Well, it doesn't stop growing.
Well, but it's just, I thought I loved the fact that we were moving on to 2 acres of just pure grass. Like a dream. Like at a 0 turn.
Right.
Now I freaking hate it. Because I take pride in my grass. It's like my one thing that it's like my release, right? Mm-hmm. Like I just get to go outside, cut some grass, ride on the 0 turn mower, Maybe have a beer or something while you're riding, right?
Absolutely.
Why not?
Yeah.
And, it just takes too long. Seriously. Especially when you want to try to weed whip.
Oh, yeah.
It's an hour just weed whipping.
Nobody likes the weed whip.
And we have this, I would like to get rid of it. Whatever. Jess loves it. Happy wife, happy life.
Yep.
You do the things just to do. But we have this old, like, wood fence down the middle of splitting the properties between our neighbor. That's a pain in the butt. It goes from it's 2 acres. It's whatever distance that is. I don't know, 800 feet or something back, all the way down. You know how many posts I got a weed whip around?
That's a lot of posts.
Yeah, and then underneath, because obviously we always leave a nice little drag.
Yeah.
I try to do it every other time I cut.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still, I'm just busy between, like, Savannah's going to kindergarten now, and it's summertime, right? And work's crazy. I don't know. But I hate it because I love my grass looking good, and it's never, I don't think this whole summer, I was talking with another buddy on a deal, and he was telling me, he's like, yeah, I caved this year. I just hired someone to do it. He's like, I just didn't have time. I'm like, I'm literally at that point to do that right now, but then it's like, why am I going to hire someone for a month?
Right. Yeah, you've almost made it.
I know.
You have almost made it.
I got to be better at managing my time blocking, lawn.
You just need to get a few big floodlights. That way you can go do it at night when you're up doing everything.
It's funny you say that. So we were at a neighbor, had this huge car show. It was awesome. This guy, it's just local friends.
Yep.
They're an older couple, but they had like, I don't know the exact cars because I'm not really a big car guy, but like an old 35 Buick, and then one of the old original Ford. It wasn't a Model T, but it was like his second or third build or something. Mm-hmm. Super old cars. But they had awesome. They had guys come from other clubs that they're a part of. And it was like 40 cars on the lawn. Mm-hmm. It was cool. Well, he's my next door neighbor who put the party on. And we were talking. And somehow, cutting our lawn came up with some of the guys.
Yeah.
And Nigel was like, yeah, you should see this guy. He's talking about me. He's like, I've come outside my house to go to like the garage at like 10:30 at night, pitch black out, and I can hear a lawnmower going. And I look over onto your property, and sure enough, there he is going back and forth. I'm like, hey, when I let the grass grow as long as I do, by the time I can get out there, it's still pretty easy to see where I need to cut because it's just that much difference when I'm cutting it dark.
Just using the moonlight.
Yeah. Oh, there's been a few. I'm honest. Yeah, I've done it enough to not. It's probably embarrassing to admit, but there's been a few nights, man, where it's like it's bright out here. I could keep going. Like the moon just. It was one of those, full moon nights, clear skies, and it's like this is bright. And then there's other nights where it's like I can't see crap. But I do it because it's got to get it done. Yeah. And I'm not doing it tomorrow. Got probably too busy of a schedule. So whatever.
Yeah, you just need to get some lights.
He does. Nigel's got lights. He and that's what he was doing. He's like, you got to just get some lights rigged onto your front. He's at least see something. He's like, it's got to ruin your vision at some point if you keep doing that. I'm like, well, it's not too bad. Believe it. You got to just see it. You can see it, but.
Maybe that's your next business adventure, night cutting. Just cut the grasses at night.
Annoy your neighbors.
Right, yeah.
Call me. I'll come cut your grass at midnight.
Well, you probably could
2 a.m. special.
Yeah.
Well,
there you go.
Yeah, Warren Buffett says if you're not making money while you sleep, you're not making money.
Well, maybe somebody would like it just because they don't want to hear you cut their grass while they're trying to be at home. They don't want to listen to it.
Yeah, they don't want to have their day messed up by a lawnmower.
Right.
Potentially.
You never know.
Zipping rocks into their window.
Right.
I've done that, not with the lawnmower, with a golf ball.
Threw a golf ball
broke
at your
the
window?
neighbor window. Shanked one. That's when I was first started playing in the house on Oporto in Livonia.
So this is a good idea.
Yeah, I was chipping back and forth between the lawns, and then it really wasn't a shank. I think I actually just pulled the heck out of it and took out. It was one of those bay windows that came out.
Oh, nice.
Skipped off the side and right into the side.
Were they home?
No. So when finally Stephanie, and I think it was Stephanie or Max, I can't remember who I told, but it's like, I broke your window. And luckily it was actually not as bad because I guess the way they had their windows is there was like an outside kind of glass, and then the inside had it. So it was only the outside one that broke.
So it didn't go in the house.
No.
Oh.
No, it just broke the outside one. But yeah, breaking glass.
Just playing golf. And
yeah.
I broke your window.
I was working on my chipping skills. And
obviously you could tell they need some work.
I need some work, right. And the results was your window. Sorry.
It happens. Were they good about it, at least?
Oh, they're the best neighbors ever. Yeah.
That's all that matters.
My parents finally moved out of there last week. She just told me that they're mad at who they picked to move into their house. None of the neighbors like them. Sorry, we're gone.
Yep.
That's what happens. That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Mm-hmm. As what's his face would say. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. That
was Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. That's a real good one.
But no, I mean, the unofficial day of fall.
Unofficial day of fall. Yeah.
With the nice weather. Football season.
Football.
Starting. Yeah. Hunt season started.
Yeah, I don't know what. To go back to your football, I had a friend post all these pictures at I think it was the August scrimmage or the scrimmage game that Michigan always does, or probably every team does. You know, everyone's getting all hyped up again. You know,
naturally.
Go Blue. I'm sorry, but Jim Harbaugh hasn't done crap, and I've kind of stepped off that bandwagon 2 years ago. If you can't beat Ohio State, sorry. There's no reason why you should still be collecting a U of M check, period. I mean, what's his face? That tells you I'm not like the biggest football fan either, but Bo Schemblacker, whatever the frick his name is.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, he should be TO'd right now. It's simply that this is the coach we're dealing with, and we're giving him tons of money to do what? You can barely beat Michigan State, and you've never beat Ohio State.
He does get a lot of money.
He hasn't even won a bowl game, right?
I don't know.
I don't think he has. Maybe one. Nothing to be impressed about.
I thought they won last year, but I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't care. But I had to comment on his postings on Facebook. I'm like, hate to be the bad apple, but this dude's done nothing for U of M. Sorry.
Yeah, he's been struggling.
He sucks.
He's been struggling.
Should have hired his brother, who's a heck of a lot better coach. Yeah, I see Johnny shaking his head back there. There's a reason why he so quickly came to U of M, because he knew he was about to be fired in the NFL.
But he's had good luck in the NFL. I mean, he went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, that's usually what happens when talent carries you.
True.
Coach doesn't do anything. But yes, hunting.
Hunting started.
Dude. Yeah. What started today?
Goose hunting started today.
You went
September
out?
1st.
Did a little quick run around the property?
Quick run around.
No goose?
No. They were there literally in the field every day.
And then once it's...
since I don't know how long, months. Since we cut the hay, or mowed the hay. I don't remember when we did that. It was July, I think. They were there every day. And then the last 4 days.
Nothing.
Isn't
it crazy how they work? I mean, it's like just like a boom.
I know.
They're coming out. It's like they just know what day it is. Period.
But, I mean, I didn't hear much shooting this morning. Normally, I mean, we're right by Pinckney and all that, all great waterfall area, and there wasn't, I didn't hear a single shot
gunshots
today. This morning. Maybe it's because it was a Wednesday, but, I mean, the diehard waterfowlers, I mean, they'll take the day off to go for opener.
Right.
So I don't know. Normally we hear all kinds of shooting, but not today. And then September 15th, you got the small game opens up.
Yeah, buddy.
Yep. Fall turkey season opens up.
Yeah.
Yep. So starting to find some more things to do outside
Yeah.
as we progress.
It's money. It's just the best time. It really is.
Nice weather.
Oh, the temps. Perfect. Football. Hunting. Bonfires.
Yeah.
I'm actually, that's what I'm looking forward to. It's bonfires.
We saw somebody have a bonfire last weekend when it was 90. And then we quickly realized after we saw a cloud of smoke, they pretty much had the fire going so they could pour water on it to help get the mosquitoes away with the smoke.
Oh, really?
It was like,
let's just create a cloud of smoke around it so we can chill.
God, can you believe they're having a fire? It's like 90 outside. And then all of a sudden we saw a big cloud of smoke. Then the fire start back up. And then they did it again. It was like, oh, they're trying to get rid of the mosquitoes.
I've heard, too, is like if you got like a real big commercial fan, they hate wind.
Yeah, they don't like wind.
Yeah, so if you're like out in the patio, just it's probably annoying for you. I've never done it.
Mm-hmm.
But someone said, like, just put a fan blowing on you or in that
they'll
area.
stay away.
And they'll stay away because they don't like the wind.
Right.
Which is crazy.
Well, they're just little.
They are little guys.
Yeah.
But they got such a nasty, annoying bite.
Right. Well, I mean, shoot.
That's
We've been seeing a ton of them tiger mosquitoes all over the place.
Yeah, I was
They're
with you the other day and
huge.
you had one on you.
They're huge.
Nasty little buggers.
So
Tiger
I mean, I never heard about them until this year. Now all of a sudden I'm seeing all over the place.
What isn't new in 2021? Bugs. Bugs. It was COVID, now it's bugs.
Right.
Locusts.
New strain of mosquitoes.
Well,
locusts, tiger mosquitoes. I mean, everything.
No, honestly, I was showing a house in Farmington Hills, Justin and Melissa.
Yeah.
We were towards the end, we were just kind of standing there looking around, looking in the backyard, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, I'm like, wait, what's just coming from the ground? I mean, it was like tons of like little, flying, like, are those mosquitoes? Like, no, those are too big for mosquitoes. Like, what are those? So Justin finally went out and looked, he's like, they're flying ants. And then if you look closely, we all went out and you looked at the ground. It's like, oh my gosh, this is kind of disgusting. Like you could just see, like, it was thousands.
Wow.
Of just like, they were all like crawling all over and then just
fluttering away.
It was like a good size area where if you just looked, you're like, oh my gosh, like did they just hatch a huge like nest in this whole area? Literally 10, 15 minutes before this, we were walking in the backyard. Like, it wasn't, none of them were doing this 10, 15 minutes ago. And then you look out and you're like, oh my gosh, there's just bugs everywhere.
That's crazy.
It's weird.
Seeing all a bunch of ants.
They're flying, little flying ants.
That's crazy.
They're crazy. Crazy, crazy. But what also opens up is cider mills.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about you guys, but we are huge cider mill people.
We probably will be this year with Mac. I'm sure he'll to go.
I'm sure he wants donuts, man. You got to feed him donuts. That's how they get big.
He likes.
That's how they grow. Some say it's milk,
but donuts.
It's donuts.
That's how I grew.
Yeah.
Still growing.
Come on now.
Yep.
We gotta
feed
that belly. No, but so our favorite place, Three Cedars Farm.
Okay.
In Salem Township. That is our go-to spot. They are opening. They opened last week.
Okay.
On the 3rd or 4th. And we live right over there, so it's like it's bad. I think they
quick
have
trip in the
all the time.
Yep.
Yeah. And they got the best donuts, I think, by far.
Now, what kind of donuts do you get? Just the plain?
The cinnamon ones.
Oh, yeah.
You got to get the cinnamon
I
ones.
agree.
Warm, soft. Dude, you just want to like...
Yeah, I'm not a plain donut.
Throw them in.
I need the cinnamon.
Oh, you can't. I'm not a plain guy. Yeah. No, it's got to be the cinnamon. Mm-hmm. They got to be warm. Even if you have, you get a bag later, you got to warm them up.
Yep.
You got to make them nice and toasty. But Yeah, I think a whole bunch of Franklin Cider, which is also a real popular one in Bloomfield Hills.
Okay.
They opened on the 4th. Everyone by now usually should be open. But Plymouth Orchards in Plymouth is another good one. Spicer Orchards in Fenton. That's a good one too. They've already been open.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I mean, yeah, there's Blake's Orchard in Armad. Armad? Blake's. That sounds familiar though.
It does sound familiar.
Yeah. Armad. They've been open. Detroit Farm and Detroit.
Cider Mill.
Farm and Cider. Detroit's open. Dexter Cider Mill. That's a good decent little one.
Mm-hmm.
Dylas? That's why I hated English people. Hate English. Okay. Aaron's Orchard and Cider Mill in Erie. There's do the shut up. Erwin's. Yeah, in South Line. Erwin. Is that it? Irwin?
I don't know. I can't see it, but
Erwin.
Irwin.
That's where we got the donuts this morning.
Ah.
Yeah.
Trying a new spot out.
I already said Franklin, Goodson Cider Mill in Rochester, Highs, Highs Cider Mill in Bruce Township. I don't know where Bruce Township is. Jenny Farm Stand in Dexter. Oh, Jenny's. Doesn't Jenny do, you guys here at Wayne Media did all Jenny's farm stand stuff. I believe so. There's a little plug for a clientele.
Right.
Yeah, we did hard cider in Pinckney at Ore Creek.
Yeah, but Jenny's farm stand in Dexter?
Not sure of that one.
Yeah, I think you guys did. So Jenny's farm stand Dexter, what up, fellow Wayne Media customer? Long Family Orchard Farm and Cider Mill in Commerce Township's open. Osterbaum. So that's in Northville. That's a good one. They don't, let's see. Nope. Yeah, they just opened this past weekend,
okay.
The 11th. Parminers in Cider Mill in Northville as well. That's another popular one. Rochester Cider Mill in Rochester, Stony Creek Orchard, Bruce Township. They don't open till the 17th, so in 2 days. Man, what are you getting? You're missing out on a couple weeks of business already, fellas.
Well, they just want to get ready.
Yeah. So, hey, our other favorite one, too, though, is Uncle St. John's.
Okay.
Uncle John's in St. John.
Yes.
Yeah.
Off 127?
Yeah, off
they got that
127.
little streak there where there's like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah. But Uncle John's is nice. They got
right up on the hill.
Yeah, they got that nice little play area too, kind of like what Three Cedars has got.
Yep.
Yeah, we love it. I mean, we've done. I think it was the first year Jess and I were married. We did like this whole trip. It was like every weekend we tried to find somewhere new, or at least a couple every weekend. We went to the Uncle John's. We went to someone way out in Jackson. I mean, we drove all over.
Just to see the different ones.
Yeah, just figure out who's got the best donuts. And still, It always comes back to Three Cedars.
Okay.
So Three Cedars in Salem Township, I'm telling you, prove me wrong.
Best cinnamon donuts.
Okay. I'm telling you, they have the best. Some people here locally, I'm back over in the Plymouth area, and they all say Plymouth. No. Plymouth Orchards does not have good donuts. Trust me. You clearly have not been to Three Cedars. That's it. Gary Whitaker should be paying me right now for that promotion. Mm-hmm. Do you hear this, Mr. Whitaker?
Right.
You should sponsor our show because I've hooked you up. You're about to be even more. That place is always packed. You ever been there?
I have not been
You're
there.
coming with us. But we're figuring out a day. That place is jam-packed all the time. It's insane.
Well,
they're
I'm up
doing
for
good.
It.
All right, man. Well, hey.
Yeah.
I think that was a good fall conversation.
Yeah.
Good things coming. Weather's changing for the better.
Give people some ideas. If
Hunting.
you're getting a little bored.
Go to michigan.gov/DNR, and there's a ton of things. You got to take a class if you want to hunt.
Well, yeah.
Take the online class. Go to the field day. Get your hunting license.
Yep.
There's nothing better to do in the fall time.
That is true.
Shoot
Once
some
the
Bambies.
mosquitoes go away.
Yeah. I'm sure that'll take us a couple of weeks before those little buggers get out of here
Right.
for good. And then go check out all the cider mills.
Right.
It is a Michigan thing. If you are a Michigander and you've not been to a cider mill, please tell me you've been to a cider mill.
Oh, yeah. I used to go to
Okay.
Spicer's when I was a kid.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. Okay. We may have had a big conflict there.
No.
But if
Crisis
you are
averted.
listening and you are a Michigander and you've never been to a cider mill, you have a problem. And you need to fix that problem this fall.
Or if you're new to Michigan.
Or if you're new.
Yep. Haven't
Or
been a
if
fall
you're
here.
listening from other countries and states, get on a plane
Yep.
and come check out what you're missing out here in Michigan with our cider mills. Okay?
Right.
That's it. Have a good day, people.
Yep.
Well, I'm Paul Sequin with EXP
And I'm
and my
Devon,
lovely host.
Devon Carr with Gold Star Mortgage.
Yes. This is the Carr and Sequin Show. See you.
See you.
All right. Vet Lifetime.
The primary purpose of this podcast series is to inform, entertain, and educate. The information, opinions, and recommendations presented in this podcast series do not constitute legal or professional advice, opinions, or endorsements of any kind. Gold Star Mortgage Financial Group, NMLS 3446, Equal Housing Lender.